Hey everyone, this is Jeremy. I'm the director of Diet EP, and today's video is about comparing sugary drinks to artificial sweetened drinks when it comes to body composition or your health goals in general. I'll try to keep it nice and short, but we'll see how we go. So last week a new study came out that compared two groups that had to consume a large meal. And basically during that time period they were told they could eat as much as they'd like and they'd keep getting refills, and one group had to drink sugary drinks while they ate and the other group drank artificial sweetened drinks. So the result of the study was that the group that drank the sugary drinks was able to eat more calories and more food basically during that meal than the group that had the artificially sweetened drinks. So what do we take from that study? Is it better to have artificially sweetened drinks than sugary drinks? Maybe. So basically, if your goal is to if you have an end date, for example, and your goal is to try to best get your best body composition as possible, so the best body you can in that time period, artificially sweetened drinks might get you a better goal than sugary drinks in the way that the sugary drinks won't make you want to eat as much food and cancel out what we call palate sensitivity, basically. So when we eat palate fatigue, so when we eat a simple food and we eat it consistently for a long period of time, our palate's going to eventually get fatigued. A really good example of this is breaking up how many boiled potatoes without any sort of seasoning or fat or anything added to it versus how many hot chips could you eat. So if I was to eat the hot chips, I can guarantee I'd be able to eat a lot more calories than if I just had plain boiled potatoes. So our bodies are able to, basically programmed to find fat, sugar, and salt in food. So when we combine all three of those, our palate never gets fatigued when it comes to the amount of food that we can eat, and it basically throws off our hunger signaling in our body. So basically, that's what happens when you take in sugary drinks as well. So if you're eating a meal that's very salty, it's got a decent amount of fat in it, you can break it up by having a sugary drink in between, and your body's going to be able to not hit palate fatigue as quickly, and you're going to be able to eat more food. So if you have an artificially sweetened drink, apparently according to this study, it doesn't look like that happens as much as the sugary drinks, but it potentially could happen because there was no control group that drank water, for example. So ideally, we don't really want to be having sweetened drinks regardless of whether they're sugary or artificial in our meal plans or in our nutrition plans or the way we eat at all. But if you are potentially looking at trying to fix a sweet craving, or let's say you're very highly addicted to sugary drinks, then potentially artificial sweetened drinks might be the next step for you before lowering that down and trying to get to just drinking water. So that's probably the best thing you can take out of the body composition side of things. If we're looking at long-term health, there's been a lot of studies to show that sugary drinks and artificially flavored drinks are pretty much the same. So we're only really looking at short-term body composition goals when we're looking at which one's better to get you a better body composition, potentially eat less food. The other thing is, do either of them have any health benefits? I would probably say no. A lot of the sugary drinks or the artificially sweetened drinks that we drink don't have a lot of nutrient density. They don't contain a lot of macronutrients other than the sugary drinks containing sugar. So really there's no nutritional benefit from having things like sugary drinks or artificially sweetened drinks in your diet other than potentially just fixing a sweet craving. So ideally we wouldn't have them at all, but if you're looking at short-term body composition, we're looking at artificially sweetened drinks if you are going to have something that's sweetened as a beverage. But long-term, we really don't want to have them in our diets in the first place, so try to limit the amount that you have. Otherwise, basically your body's going to keep craving that over a long period of time. That's it from me, guys. Have a great day. See you later.